this tutorial this morning is an easy, quick eyeshadow look that is very neutral that you could do every day using an eyeshadow palette. Now I'm only going to be using 2 tools and 2 eyeshadow colors for this look because I want to keep things simple. I want to keep things easy for those of us boss babes, for those of us who are busy moms, for those of us who just like to do our makeup every day but feel like we don't have time. This is an eyeshadow look that you can do. Step 1, take your eyeshadow palette and start with your lightest matte shade on the palette with a flat eyeshadow brush. This is called a deluxe brush. Alright, taking that flat deluxe brush, you're going to take this nice neutral shade and you're going to tap, 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 pat, pat, pat it all over your eyelid. Okay, you guys, eyeshadow is all about layers and this is going to create a nice base for flawless eyeshadow. Step 2, take a crease brush. This is going to be more of a dense brush that's going to give you much more control of where you're putting your product. So this is ideal for darker shades because we're going to move on to the next matte shade, which is called Chipper. I want to stick with mattes because this is just a nice neutral everyday look. Again, we are going in with this brush with the tap, 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 pat, pat, pat motions. Now the reason being for this, you guys, is because when you're tap, tap, tapping and pat, pat, patting that eyeshadow onto your lid, you are going to make sure that that eyeshadow is sticking where you want it. I really want to get the color on there bold onto the outer crease of my eyelid, and then eventually we'll start blending it out, okay? So as you can see too, I kind of bring my head back and I check how far over I've brought that dark shadow. Now you don't want to bring the dark shadow anywhere past the middle center of your pupil. That is a great key for how far over to bring your eyeshadow and where you want to blend 2 shades together. If you're not sure where to apply your eyeshadow, follow your natural eye crease, okay? So your eye crease is where the hooded part of your eye comes down over top of your lid. That's where you're going to follow along to apply your shadow. Step 3, I want you to go back to your deluxe brush and we are going to go back to that nice neutral matte shade. Now ladies, I'm just going back to this nice matte neutral shade that I used in the beginning because I want this look to be nice and subtle for every day. I'm blending out the top lines of the darker shadow and then down the middle to create an ombre effect. I then go back with my crease brush and that darker brown chipper color just so I can even out both eyes. I want my shadow to be matching on how far up I've brought it and just deepen and darken it out for where I've blended it too much. I then will take my deluxe brush again, and I'm not going to add any product this time, but I'm just going to sweep over those lines to blend everything together and really soften it out. The blending at the end is absolutely crucial because that's what's going to give you a really flawless eyeshadow look. It's not going to look too harsh, it's not going to look too fake, but everything's going to blend nicely. My rule of thumb is when in doubt, blend it out. 2 brushes, 1 eyeshadow palette, and 2 eyeshadow shades. Super easy to create a nice, neutral, flawless, everyday eyeshadow look. Whether you're going to work, whether you're just going out of the house and going grocery shopping, we're gonna pair this with some mascara and we are good to go.